they come out clean.
Birds in the Buckets late night edition here. The game started at 8:30, so it is now 11 o'clock. And so that's how you know we got dedication. That's how you know we got dedication. I'm Rashad Milligan. I'm here with my co-host Malik Brown. Malik, how you doing today or tonight?
I'm tired, boss.
You're supposed to dress it up for the video. I feel great. I energized. I can go all night.
Never felt any better.
and then here, as you guys see, this is a returning guest we have. Give it up for Hawks fan Jessie. Jessie, how you feeling tonight?
I'm frustrated. Y'all have not caught me after a loss before. I'm frustrated, but I'm happy to be here. Thank y'all for having me again. Let's get it.
All right, cool. Now, happy to have you again. Hold on, I had to pull up the final score. The Atlanta Hawks lost against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight in the Eastern Conference Finals. It was Game 3. The final score, official score, was 113 to 102, with Milwaukee, of course, coming out on top. Chris Middleton went crazy in the fourth quarter, and he scored 38 points to go along with 11 rebounds and 7 assists. It felt like 40. It was 38, but it felt like 40. Remember the Cam Reddish video? But, and then on the Hawks side of things, you have Kevin Huerter. He really stepped up in place of Trey's absence. Trae Young went out with an ankle injury or foot injury, whatever the heck it was. He stepped on a ref on a jump shot, and he headed to the bench in the second half for a few minutes before coming back in. But Kevin Huerter stepped up in that time. He had 11 points, seven assists, and 4 rebounds. John Collins, Max Man himself, 13 points, 8 rebounds. Trae had 35 points and 0 rebounds, but he had 4 assists. I believe he had like 27 points before he got hurt and had to go to the locker room. Danilo Gallo, 18 points and 4 rebounds. That's about the best you're going to get from him. Solomon Hill, 15 minutes, 0 points. Onyeka Okongwu, very big minutes from him tonight, beyond the stat sheet of his 4 points and 2 rebounds. Fellas, I guess just I'm gonna let y'all have the floor tonight. Just initial kind of thoughts to Game 3.
You can't justify playing bogey, like not big. It's getting harder. Like every game is getting harder and harder to justify it. You could say like even in the last series with Philadelphia, where he popped up with his knee injury, his knee soreness, he wasn't shooting hot. Okay, we won Game 1 of this series, still not shooting hot, still not feeling it. And in Game 1, they guarded him because they didn't know where they were going to get it from. Game 1, the Bucks gave him attention. Game 2, they gave him attention, but a little less attention. After tonight, like, you might as well have Chris Dunn out there if you're going to, like, honestly, you might as well have Cam Reddish out there. That's what I really want to say. Like, you might as well have, like, it's getting harder and harder to justify playing. And I love Bogey, and I'm not trying to slander him, but, like, you can't, like how many minutes did he play tonight, honestly? He played 35 minutes, and he played crunch time. And was he not guarding Chris Middleton a good bit of the time when Chris Middleton was cooking?
A few of those buckets in the fourth quarter, it was bogey on him.
And shout out to him for trying to play through it, but it's just not what we need. Like, what do y'all think?
I'm going with you, Jessie. But before Malik jumps back in, I'm going with you because a lot of fans on Twitter are jumping on the ref and everything for the Trae incident and stuff. Trae, like I said, he had 27 or something like that before the injury, and then only ended up with 35. He was on pace easily for another 40 piece, another 42 ball. But I mean, it is what it is. I think at the end of the day, regardless, like the way Middleton was going, you were going to lose. And so I think Trae can't be the Superman every single game. So, or for the full 48 minutes at least. So, anyways, kind of just with that reality, someone else has to step up. Like I said, Kevin Huerter stepped up with a big couple minutes in Trae's absence. But like you said, Bogey, man, for Bogey to be given wide open shots and to miss time and time after again in the fourth quarter, Sarah Spencer asked him, I think after game one, how's your knee feeling? Because I believe it's his knee, right? That's hurt. And he said, knee feels good. Knee feels, we won the game. That's all that matters. I understand he's from the Euro League and the games are huge over there, and especially postseason, and he understands how the magnitude of these games. But don't hurt your team trying to be a hero. If it's not going, if you were missing all of game one, and then at the end of game one, like Trey had a couple of those games where he was missing all game and he was hurt in these playoffs, and then the last couple minutes he got the shots to go down. That's not happening for Bogey. He's still missing it. Like you said, crunch time, first quarter, second quarter, third. So it's time to, it's been 3 games. It's time to give up on Bogey. At least let the man rest for a game or something, maybe 2 games. If you get that far in the season, let him rest a couple games and, let some of the other guys get burned. You mentioned Chris Dunn, you mentioned Cam Reddish, but another guy, Tony Snell, Chris Dunn got in the game before Tony Snell in game 2. And Snell hasn't had a good postseason, but he had a pretty good regular season. And at that point, what do you have to lose with what Bogey's giving you offensively? And, defensively, he's never been that guy anyways. So, it goes back to Jessie's point. Why is he out there? Go ahead, Malik.
Yeah, y'all really hit the nail with Bogey, but I want to talk about the minutes that Collins and Gallinari had to play on Giannis. I think that's very crucial as well. Because I mean Capella is the main matchup and he's doing what he can do, but everybody knows that John Collins is too small for Giannis, and I think Giannis got at a moment 4 straight buckets on John, just driving, just bullying him basically, just getting to the rack. And he does the same thing with Gallo, and it's like I can tell the difference between what Giannis was seeing, what Giannis is seeing in this series versus what he was seeing in Brooklyn. Okay, y'all know when he does that spin move. I know when they played Brooklyn, Bruce Brown was right there, in his space, trying to get the ball as soon as he spin. Nobody is helping at all. They're basically letting the defender go one-on-one on Giannis, and it's you're not gonna win doing that. So I feel like that was a big thing as well. Like y'all said, Bogey, he looked good for the first quarter when he was hitting those shots, but I mean after that his knee just looks toast at this moment. His knee just looks toast. And I mean at some point I feel like Nate McMillan has to make some decisions. I feel like at this moment he's kind of just sticking with the rotation that's got him this far. And at some point you gotta want to switch it up. And I mean he did it in game 2, but it was on the account of we getting blown out, so I don't really have a choice but to try to find something else to try to put these other players in, try to get Cam some minutes, get Chris Dunn. He didn't really have a choice. Now back in game 3, and you basically playing the same rotations that you were playing since I don't know when, since first round basically. So like you said, you haven't seen Tony Snell in a minute. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, he has not looked useful unless he's hitting a 3, and he hasn't hit it. He's not hitting his 3s in the postseason. So but you have to try him out. Solo looks unplayable. He just looks unplayable so far. Cam, I mean, I get the fan base want Cam to come in. I mean, but at this point, you got to see what you can work with. Maybe Cam can come in and do something. I'm pretty sure he'll do better than Solo at this point. So at this point, it's kind of rotation. It's rotations for me.
And with Solo, it's he's okay on defense, but on offense, he's not even being guarded. They will leave him to double Trey at times. He's not even being guarded. And it's the whole point of team building is trying to build a team that will kind of protect Trey. And it's having him on the floor over somebody like Cam Reddish, who can do a whole lot more on off. Cam Reddish isn't a great offensive player, but he has skills. He has ball handling, which is very important. Like, which is what we need right now. He has at least ball handling. He can walk the ball up the court, like get the play going at least. Like, I just don't get it. And at least he's a threat. He's not. And again, he's not a great shooter, but he's a better shooter than Solo. Like, there's nothing Solo is doing out there that Cam can't do at the same level or better. Is what I'm like. It's frustrating, and like we have this game for Tuesday, I think it is. If it's the same lineup, the same minute like distribution, I don't see too many happy endings. Like I'm a positive Hawks fan, I'm an optimist, but like if the minute like I don't know.
I heard that when you were talking about Solo, like both of you guys, I thought back to, True, one of the last times we had him on the pod, and, he was like, I'm a Solo fan, and it goes beyond stats and stuff like that, the game of basketball and what goes into winning. So I think that the big thing that I kind of pointed out from Solo was late in the first half. This was like, I say about the last 40 seconds. They get the ball in and bound the ball. They're denying Trey the ball. Trey was kicking them at this point. So Solo's looking at him, and, like, he looked for about 2 seconds at Trey. Once he saw he couldn't get the ball to Trey in, like, a second or two, he ran the ball up court, past half court, past the timeline, then got it right to Gallo. And Gallo went and rushed up a shot. He missed it. But, the announcers were like, oh, Gallo's recognizing the 2-for-1. That's something that Solo gives you, that just kind of on the court awareness, that only certain vets can give you. I'm not sure if that's something that Cam can kind of point out, but if anything, it's like the little things like that that you get from Solo being out there. But like you guys are saying, I mean,
that's only 30 seconds. I mean, he played 15 minutes.
I agree.
I hear you.
I agree. Like if Solo has one thing, he does have a better like IQ of the game, like just knowledge of the game and more awareness. Like that's one thing I'll give him. And again, I like Solo, but I don't like him playing big playoff minutes. Like not when we have other options. And as like Nate can't be serious playing lineups with Trey, Lou, Solo, Gallo, and John and expect to get stops. You can't be serious with that. So, like, you can't have Cam Reddish and Chris Dunn sitting on your bench when, like, we're lacking so much athleticism on the wings. Like, it's hard to keep up with a team like the Bucks.
I really haven't understood the kind of Chris Dunn shutout, kind of like pretty much like all season. Like I know like he came back and he played a couple minutes and he didn't look that good, and I think McMillan from that point was like, yeah, you can't expect the guy to be out all season and then just come back and play basketball. But I mean, how is he going to get his legs? Like, I mean, and it's the same thing with Cam, but I don't know. I wasn't going anywhere with that. It's just kind of I wonder why this has never even been like a thing. But I think the past 2 rounds, the Hawks have just always found a way to pull it out. So he's like, well, and pulling it out, we might as well keep going with it. But that's something that I always wonder as well.
And with Chris, like he played so little, so I can't even speak with 100% certainty. But like I think Nate kind of views him more as kind of like a one, like a point guard. When really I feel like on this team, at this point in his career, he would be better served as a 2 guard and like play him with a Trey. I feel like Nate is looking at it is I'm either playing like if Trey goes out, I'm either playing Lou or I'm playing Chris Dunn, and you're gonna play Lou like more times than not.
You said at this point of his career, Jessica, he ain't old now.
No, I'm just saying like he's not old, but like at this point of his career, like we kind of know like he's not gonna be like some elite, ball handler or point guard per se. Like,
he's not the guy that people expected him to be after that rookie year summer league with Minnesota.
Yeah.
So Rashad, I remember when the Hawks were down 2-1 against Philly and we recorded and you went on like a 5-minute rant. Um, you think they need another one of those or you think it's over?
Man, to be honest, if anything I learned from this playoffs, especially that one, the 2-1 down in the Philly series, these jokers, man, they so unpredictable from game to game. I mean, the fact that they should have won this game, the fact that they even should have won this game in game 3, it's like kind of crazy coming off of a 50. You know what I'm saying? Like that 50-point loss was supposed to be like the game that was supposed to be series right there, right? So the fact that they already haven't played well at home during the playoffs for some reason. So I mean, those two things kind of combined, it was just like, wow, it's looking like the Hawks are going to get ran off like the Philly game 3. But they didn't. They were supposed to win, and they only lost because kind of you're playing unhealthy guys out there. That's the only reason why they lost. I mean, I know Middleton got off, but if you have a healthy guy guarding Middleton, I don't know if he makes all of those shots. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know what it's gonna take. I think those guys will just be ready to go game 4. I mean, it's so unpredictable. You don't know what you're getting each and every single night with the Hawks. This entire playoff series, playoff kind of a run. That's the word. This entire playoff run, you don't know what you're getting with the Hawks. So I don't even know what's gonna. I know not to wear the MLK jersey. That ain't gonna change nothing. I do know that. I'm gonna stick to that. You wear MLK, you know what I'm saying? Killer Mike barbershop, it's the same thing. Hey, it don't matter what jerseys you wear. Like you saw last series, they brought out Killer Mike, Lil Scrappy. We used some headbutts during the timeout. What is Lil Scrappy doing performing at half? They stop having folks performing at halftime. And no, not halftime, the timeout. They had Nuck If You Buck Crime Mob performing at the timeout. I'm like, didn't y'all learn from the last time? And stop doing the
That was
swag
lit
surf.
though. That was lit though. That was lit. It's something to get the crowd hype.
But if you lose every time you bring out folks to perform during timeouts, it might not be work. It might be a distraction to the home team in the huddle, because you're losing every time you do it. It's cool. It's cool to be like, oh, Atlanta's so cool. They bring out people to perform in timeout. But if you lose, then it's like it's like the ML. They wear the MLK jerseys. They got Young Dro performing "It's Going Down" during the second timeout. During the 22nd timeout. It's Young. Hey, yeah, I said Young Joe. Yeah, man, Young Jock. Shout out Young Jock, man. Shout out 94.5 The Beat. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe they need to. Maybe they're doing too much. All right, so that's what I'm gonna put it on. State Farm is game day entertainment. Y'all doing too much.
Mm.
Go ahead. Unmute it, Malik. What you say?
I said so you calling them out?
It's too much. They're doing too much.
Mm.
They got a 20-second timeout performance, a full timeout performance, a halftime performance, and then the swag surf, the worst swag surf I've seen in my life, and they keep trying it, and the fans aren't doing it. This ain't the venue for that. Obviously, if you can't get the swag surf on HBCU night in a regular season, give it up. That was your one night to get it. If they didn't do it during the HBCU night, give it up. Why are y'all still trying to swag serve? It's like you see 5 people doing this. It's a stadium of 18,000 people. You see 5 people doing this. Man, I got that swag.
Hey,
and they
it's
go
crazy.
out and lose.
I went to the viewing party for Game 5 when they played Philly, and that's what they had us doing in there in Game 4. I mean, Game 5. They had us doing it in fourth quarter, swag surfing. I was like, wow,
how many people participated?
No, not a lot.
See, you're trying to force this the culture, which we all know what that means. Black. Yeah. They're trying to force black on the Hawks. The MLK jerseys. It's not working, bro. Just play basketball. Because, I mean, y'all weren't doing all this in the regular season. They were trying to do the swag surf at the end of the season. But y'all weren't doing all this extra stuff in the regular season. Keep it purely basketball. Maybe that's going to get the boys to play. Or you could do this. Here's another one. Have the Hawks fans, as every Hawks fan goes into a game in State Farm, tell them, boo your home team. Boo the team. Make them think they on the road because apparently that's the only way the Hawks can play. So maybe that's what I got it, Malik. Act like it's a road game. Boo Trae Young. Do the F Trae Young. Bring
Trey
that
is
back.
balding.
Trae is balding the whole nine. Maybe that would get them to play at home because they haven't played well. If they would have won any game, it would have been that game 6 in the last series at home. It was ridiculous on TV. You can feel it through the screen. Tonight as well.
That was the one they were supposed to win. That was the one they were supposed to win.
They lost both of them. So it's like, really? I feel like they can only thrive in a hostile environment. The fact that they won a game 7 on the road is ridiculous against Ben and Joel. But that's all I have. That's my little kind of attempt at any type of rah-rah speech. Y'all obviously can't win at home. So, I mean, if y'all trying to go down 3-1, if y'all trying to go for the gentleman's sweep, like Barkley said, with the guarantee button and everything like that, you go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Cancun, there's a few of y'all friends waiting for y'all. Y'all made it further than they expected. But if you want to play basketball, I advise State Farm Arena, first of all. Stop doing so much. Save a couple dollars and stop inviting everybody to perform. You don't need fly in the 6-man section performing swag surf when 5% participating in the swag surf. It looks tacky when no one's participating in it. It just looks washed and tacky. So it saves some money on the little in-game entertainment. Boo the home crowd. Boo the home team. And then also the Hawks, Nate McMillan, just make better adjustments, in-game adjustments. And then he's going to make the adjustments because you saw Bud make the adjustment after game 1. Bud don't never make adjustments. And he made adjustments then, and you see what happened.
Is he really going to make the adjustments, bro?
I got full confidence in Nate McMillan, who should have been the coach of the year. And
they calling for Nate's head on Twitter already, bro.
Man,
they already calling for his head, bro.
Let me tell y'all, Twitter is a toxic place. Everybody knows it. Twitter is a toxic place. Don't nobody care what an emotional fan got to say in the heat of the moment. Trae could go 1 for 30, and Twitter would be like, Trae just isn't the guy. It's time to trade him. Joker, did you forget he had 50 a couple nights ago? Nate said Bogey is getting healthier, and he trusts his shots. That's coach speak. He going to sit him down next game. He won't start next game. I'm putting that down.
That's lying is what that is. That's dishonesty. I don't want to see that.
Hey, they've been lying to us all season. We're not surprised at this point.
I don't know, man. And
Travis Slate gonna go on 92.9, be like, man, Bogey is as healthy as he's been all season. We're good.
And Shaw, you might have a point with the swag surf because it's a nice idea when you think about it. But when you're actually in there in a full stadium, it's too many people in there that haven't really done a swag surf to really know to do it on the spot, and it might be too much. It might, cause honestly, when I went to the game, I wasn't really feeling like doing a swag surf. Like, when we're tied in the floor.
I'm surprised they didn't do anything for Juneteenth.
Well, they wore the jerseys the day after, if that was anything, but
they did. They actually had the I went to it actually in the Gulch. They had the 2 Chainz performance in the Gulch. The 2 Chainz canceled because of the rain. But I saw a bunch of local rappers perform. But they did a little something, and then they posted a graphic on Juneteenth. So they did something on Juneteenth. But yeah, at the end, it's just you're forcing it. At what point is it? Embracing all walks of life, and what point is it forcing it? I feel like you're at the point where you're forcing it. If you pull back, maybe if they were winning when you were doing all this, okay, all right, keep it going. The city's rocking with it, crowd's rocking with it, and you're winning games. You're not winning games at home. They're winning when they're winning a game 7 in Philly when they've been talking about the process for 8 years, but you can't win the game 6 the game before, and you can't win the game 3 when, this the loudest I've heard State Farm back to back since 08, the 08 playoffs. So I don't get it. They got to dial it back. But go ahead, Jessie.
But yeah, like you said before, one thing I won't do is doubt this team. I won't count them out. If there's a game we're gonna win, it's gonna be game 4. because we kind of have to win that one. So my hopes are still fairly high. Like I'm still pretty excited because it's kind of like do or die at that point. It's kind of do or die. But even if we lose, like I can't complain about this season at all. Like I said, I'm an optimistic Hawks fan. I'm a happy fan. But even the most optimistic of us wouldn't have dreamed that we would be fighting in the Eastern Conference Finals with this roster and all the injuries we've had. Like it hurts to lose in the moment, especially it's fresh like this. But when you back up, think about it. This has really been a great season. So like, I can't complain too much. I can't. I really can't. Because how many times does a team like kind of give it their all, make it to the conference finals, and lose? But then I feel like we still have a bright future. Like we still have an even brighter future. Like I'm excited.
Jesse, you sound like you down for the count, bro.
I'm just saying,
They still got a whole series to go.
I'm mad about
That's a Cancun speech. That's a Cancun speech. Hey y'all. Hey, I know the losses. I know it hurts right now. It stings.
It hurt my soul.
And Quavo, they cut the Quavo. Quavo got his hat down to the locker. What Quavo doing in the locker? Joker, you ain't on the team.
What was Quavo at the game?
Nah. I think BET Awards for tonight.
That's why we lost.
Yeah.
That's why we lost. We've won almost every game he went to.
Yeah.
Literally, like this playoff run, we've won almost, if not 100%. We've I think I don't know. It's something there. I don't know what it is.
I think they lost one game with Quavo there.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know which in the playoffs. I can't remember which one it was, but I think they lost one game with him in the crowd. I think he went up there for. I don't know. I might be making this up. Did he go to New York? No. He went to Philly. Philly was his first road game.
I think he went to Philly, and I think Lil Baby went up to Philly too. I think Quavo went to Philly, and then Baby went to Atlanta that next game.
Baby went to both. I think Baby was in Philly and Atlanta. No, I'm lying. Because you tweeted about it. You tweeted when Baby was at the game and they lost. He was like, he need to stop coming to the games. That's 2 in a row. So maybe he was at game 2.
Maybe so. I've been trying to keep track of it. Like every game he shows up, we kind of stink it up. I don't know.
Stop the beat.
You might have to support.
It's the hard-hitting journalism you can only get here on Bird in the Buckets, man. But but we were talking about that was my question for you, Jess. So who's your starting lineup for game 4?
My starting lineup, obviously Trey. I pray he's fully healthy. I hope his ankle's good. But Trey, Kevin at the 2. Shout out to Kevin, by the way. I haven't really given him much time, but Kevin has really elevated his play. But Kevin at the 2, at the 3, I think I would start Solo, but I would play him like 15 minutes max, honestly, and then John and Clint. But like Cam would be my first sub in for Solo after the first little stretch, just to get him in. I wouldn't start Solo, and I would bench Bogey because what is he giving you, honestly? But
he's getting healthier though.
Is he?
That's what Coach told me.
I don't know, man. Coach never knows anything about the injuries when they ask him, so I don't really take much stock into that quote.
Is it time to do a call out, fellas? Is it call out segment yet?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Clint Capella has been buns offensively, bro, for the past 2-3 weeks, bro. He's been buns, bro. Like, remember the beginning of the season when he was just trash offensively? Couldn't do nothing, bro, offensively. And then he had that stretch, I think it was like the beginning of January, where he had 20 and 20. And then he was doing it like every game in the first half, and he kind of did that for the rest of the regular season. And then, he had a great defensive series against the Knicks. It's just been buns. It's been trash offensively. And I hope he sees this and it offends him and makes him mad and makes him want to give more effort on the offensive end. Learn how to do something when Trey's in. That's another thing I had with both of them, Clint and John. It's like if Trey doesn't hand feed them, spoon feed them the ball on a silver platter, they can't make a basket. You're grown men. You're your own. You're a professional.
100
You're
mil.
professionals. Is that one? You want 100 mil? Make plays yourself, man. But I mean, you know, John is doing what he can. He is having. I will say this: John is having a much better series this series than he has against Philly. I'm not gonna go too hard on John just because he has stepped up from the previous series. But I mean, both of them jokers, man. It's like if Trey don't do this to them to get the ball, like they just don't know what to do offensively. It's ridiculous.
I feel you, but we kind of knew what Clint could and couldn't do on offense. My thing is he's just gonna stand in the dunker spot. He's gonna roll to the rim, and that's basically all you're gonna get. Like we kind of knew that. Like, and teams are kind of taking away that lob. So if they're taking away the lob and he only gets so many lobs per game, I mean, it's not really too surprising. And he's not really a great free throw shooter, so it's pretty. It he's kind of like you said, he's kind of maxed out on offense. There's nothing much more that he can do. Like my thing with him is him making the shots that he can make. Like he's notorious for missing these easy. Well, and not, but he misses layups all the time. He's not the best finisher. That's my biggest gripe with him. Like, especially if you don't have a deep bag, you need to make them layups. You need to make them putbacks like as much as you can. That's my biggest thing with Clint. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But speaking of centers, I liked seeing Big O getting some minutes, to be honest. I don't know what it was, but he was having a little bit of success. I don't know if it was the energy. I don't know if he was doing something a little different than what Clint was doing, but I would kind of up his minutes some more too.
I think seeing Dwight in the crowd really got him amped, man. He was like, "Oh yeah, I remember
Dwight
you
was
were
there?
barbecue chicken." Yeah, he was. He was at the little bar area.
Oh wow.
Yeah, front row. So he looked at Dwight and was like, I put you on that seat. I put you on vacation, man. He ripped Giannis. When he ripped Giannis, I was like, yo, this dude is. And then he dunked on Giannis, I think. He dunked on Giannis and then ripped him. Like, yeah, that was crazy.
He can legit defend. He's a good defender. Like, I mean, for a minute, I was like, dang, you might as well just keep him in and just let Capella sit on the bench in the fourth quarter. Because, I mean, after those couple plays, I was like, bro, like, and he's had those moments in each round, I think. Like, he had like a little moment against Philly, I think, against Embiid or whatnot, and, of course, Dwight. But I think he did the same thing kind of when they played the Knicks. Like, he's had, like, spurts of kind of just, like, showing that he can do it. But, I mean, 9 minutes ain't going to cut. You can't see much in 9 minutes. Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Nate got to do something. It's the rotations, man. And, I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Bucks are, like, they have a lot of talent on their team. So it's kind of hard to match up what you want to do. But, like Bogey, like y'all said, I keep looking at the box score. Like, I did not know Bogey went 3 for 16. I thought it was a little bit better than that. And he played 35 minutes. It's just he's useless after the second half. And I mean, they got PJ Tucker out there playing 34 minutes. He only got 3 points, 8 boards, but you can see like his impact. So it's like, okay, Nate, why can't you just put, Chris Dunn out there for maybe 15 minutes? Let him do his little PJ Tucker impression or Cam Reddish. I mean, at least you can maybe get a layup or two out of Cam or a little spinneroo, something, bro. Like, I don't know, man. So you gotta give me something. You're not gonna get that out of Solo.
And with this game tonight, my biggest gripe was like they didn't even play Clint like down the stretch in the fourth. Like, if you're gonna sit Clint, like, you need to have Clint or Big O in the game at all times, because like we said before, like, John is food against Giannis, and like basically all the league is food against Giannis. So like, it's no shame against John and Gallo, but like at least Clint and OO can, like, they're not quite as food, you know. Like, I don't know, like John and Clint are barbecue chicken. I mean, John and Gallo are barbecue chicken. Clint and OO are, you know, a slightly less, you know, a little bit more dry chicken. It's still food, but it's like less appetizing, you know?
Clint, he had a couple blocks on him, but yeah, like you said, Giannis still got his own. But like you said, it's Giannis, bro. Like, he one of the best players in the league. That's gonna happen. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, Onyeka, bro, it's just like you guys said, man. And you talk about that Knicks series. That was the closeout game, that game 5 on the road, where you know, Onyeka really had a big standout game and performance and stuff. And his impact goes beyond the stat sheet, which goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning. But I think my starters for game 4, I would go with. I don't know. I'm a big Skylar Mays guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when Mays came in fourth quarter against the Spurs in the blowout and scored 20 points in the blowout, and they only lost by like 6 or 12 when they really lost by 50. I look at that all the time, and I look at how ready he is. You know, obviously, you know, they made the joke about, you know, when Trey came back in the game from the injury, and Mays had to get up from Trey's seat, whatever. They made the joke about it, but I don't know. I think he's super eager to play. I'm giving Skylar Mays a chance, but I guess realistically, what can you see as the starting lineup? I'll say Trey, Kev. I guess based off of how he's playing it, how Nate's been playing it all postseason, you would say Solo. And then, you know, the sort of same, because he's already started Solo, and Solo's been like kind of the first guy off the bench out of the front court guys. I mean, outside of Gallo, of course, but yeah, out of the others, he's been the first out of the others to get in the game. So yeah, I'll probably say Solo will be the one who would start in place of Bogey.
Man, what I think is I think they're gonna put the same lineup out there. That's what I think he's gonna do. What I prefer is probably putting Solo there at 3 and then keeping everybody else the same. I mean, replacing Bogey with Solo. I just don't see. I don't know. Solo, at least I can see at least a 1-3 or 2 3s out of Bogey with a bad knee. A healthy Solo, it's kind of hard seeing 1-3. I don't even remember the last time he hit a 3.
Yo, y'all gotta stop playing with Solo like he's not in the NBA, man.
3, bro?
This man, I think he hit a 3 in like game 1, bro.
I think he did, actually, but
I gotta stop playing with the man like he ain't in the league. He made it to the NBA, bro. I gotta stop playing with that dude.
Actually, wait, actually, he hasn't hit a 3 since like June 6th.
Y'all lying. I saw him hit a 3.
6.
Like,
he hasn't hit one this series. He hasn't hit one this series.
6 against like game 1 of Philly. He hasn't hit a 3.
He ain't hit a 3 since before. He ain't hit a 3 since Juneteenth.
He hasn't hit a 3 this series.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, Solo, what are you doing, bro? I'm trying to back you, bro. Nah, that man.
He only played 5 minutes, game 7.
Hey, Nate said, I'm winning time.
It's
winning time.
Game 6.
It's winning time.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Dang, this is
All right, man.
sad.
All right, the Hawks are in trouble. I think pretty much that's the conclusion we've come to here to tonight. What are you talking about? Solo he might be able to hit 1-3. And then we know the Joker not going to play Dunn or Reddish. We can keep talking about it all we want. He's not going to do it.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is. And he's definitely not going to play Sky.
I'm sorry. we can talk and make as many pods as we want, but we know Gallo probably not Gallo, but Bogey probably go try it out there again for game 4. Play them 30 minutes. That 2 for 15 shot.
This man is selling, bro. He's selling, bro. I'm like, you want to help your team? You can't help your team by sitting down. That's how you can help the team. You want to help the team, sit down, bro. You ain't got it.
And my thing with Bogey is I appreciate him being out there fighting through it. And this game, I'll give it to him. He was playing aggressive. He was playing a little too aggressive. Like, he was taking shots like he was healthy. Like, he was taking contested threes with a hand in his face. Like, you shouldn't be
taking them little leaners in the lane.
Like, you shouldn't be taking that if you was healthy. Like, you gotta at least play a little smarter if you know you need. If you know you can't get up, like, you gotta play a little smarter than that. Like, he just don't have it for me.
Yeah. Well, we do need to shout out Gallo, because Gallo, of course, gets his fair share of slander, especially in this postseason, and for for good reason. He gets paid $1 billion, so but he played well tonight.
Don't forget the Mohawk.
Yeah, he played extremely well tonight, man. So shouts out to him for playing well tonight. But in the end of the day, it didn't matter, and he got a couple of them Chris Middleton buckets too. Middleton going, hey, well, nobody say, but hey, any last thoughts, I guess, before we move on, man?
I mean, game 4 seems like a do or die, honestly. I mean, of course, they could come out with the MLKs. We'll probably get that. We'll get that notification from the Hawks Twitter site tomorrow. They'll change the little profile picture. They'll show the seats in the arena, maybe all black shirts. They'll let us know, but
they're gonna play John Legend and Common during the starting lineup. All right.
Do or die. It's do or die. So that's all I got to say for
Wake
game 4.
Forest, number 20, John Glory. Man, them jokers, they gonna pull out all the stops. Jessie, what you got, man?
Man, I don't know who they gonna have performing during the timeout. They need to have John Legend singing Let Freedom Ring with the MLK jerseys. Need to sing need to sing the National Negro Anthem. We need something different. Swag surfing ain't cutting it. We need something different, man. But we need to take good shots. We need to build a wall. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just rocking with him, man. I'm just enjoying the ride.
Fabo for the timeouts. I'm going Fabo, bro. I'm geeked up. If you get Fabo on the timeout, the Hawks will win. That's my bold prediction. If you get Fabo for the timeout for game 4, disregard everything I just said, State Farm Arena. If y'all get Fabo through the timeout, game 4, the Atlanta Hawks will win. That's my bold prediction. And I guess, series predictions now from you guys headed into game 4. Bucks are up 2-1. What is your series prediction?
Bucks in 6.
I'm gonna say Bucks in 7.
Before the series, I picked the Hawks in 7. As of today,
stick with it.
Hawks in 7.
I like it.
This playoffs has been so unpredictable. Like right now, it feels like all hope is lost for the Hawks. But guess what? After game 3 last series, it felt like all hope was lost for the Hawks. So I'm done trying to be logical. Nothing about these playoffs have been logical. The Hawks have been losing at home after winning 20 games in a row at the end of the regular season at home. None of this makes sense. They lost in the MLK jerseys with Jack Harlow and Taylor Rooks courtside. Like, nothing is making sense. So I'm going still Hawks in 7. I don't know what's going to happen.
It just feels like it's kind of different circumstances from when they were down 2-1 against the Philly series, and now it's kind of like, I mean, Bogey was kind of healthy back then. Now Bogey not healthy, and then we don't know about Trey now either.
I mean, but Trey had he had that whole thing on his shoulder. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that was
it's off
the
now,
entire team.
so it could have been that serious. But I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta see how his ankle is. I mean, he get a little ankle injury every once in a while, so they said he get an MRI on it. So we'll see.
I mean, Trey's gonna play, but the question is, how
Yeah.
good is Trey gonna be? So, hey, I don't know. You just
That's
don't know.
really
Everything's
what it
unpredictable.
all. Yeah, like that's really what it all like hinges on is how his ankle feels. Like we go as far as he takes us. So.
Well, all right, y'all. Everybody go around and say your socials.
Go ahead, Jesse.
Like I said, I'm Jessie. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at JessTheBest. No, that's not that's my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram too. __ JessTheBest. But if you want to see my Hawks tweets, I'm 99 overall on Twitter. You can find me. I follow back. Cool people. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, Jesse, as always. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram at _ Malik ATL.
Jess, we need your help with someone. We need you on with Zion World. We've been trying to get Zion World on for the longest. We get both of y'all like the the Miguel Almiron and who was it? Josef Martinez when they used to do the thing as the United. That's y'all like it. If y'all, we got y'all on. So
Fusion!
help us get Zion World on here.
I'll come on with him. That's my guy.
And RashadMillan.com. Subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited. We are trying to get 2K subscribers on this channel. So we appreciate all the support. Sorry for the little low energy. It's mad late. And hope you guys have a great week and everything like that. Until next time. Au revoir.
And if they come out clean.